From the heart of Detroit, Baby Money's been holding it down for his city. With cosign stacking and his latest project, Less Is More, just landing, he's showing how far you can go when you let the work speak. In this episode, we get into the making of his new project, his come up in Detroit's rap scene, linking with the majors, and why doing less might actually be the biggest move yet. Tap in with Baby Money.
Free big brother slammer. 2019 got caught with a jammer. New bitch, she don't got no manners. She know I been drinking, come fuck with the scammers. 10 Allen, how I walk with the hammer.
Without Warning New York, we back in the spot. We got a very special guest who's dropping a very special project soon, so I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey man, it's your boy Baby Money, Detroit. This Friday I'm dropping Less Is More.
Yes, sir. How you feeling?
I can't complain.
You like New York?
Hell yeah.
It's hot as fuck right now.
I never been here. Exactly. That's the tape. That's why I was like that. Matter of fact, we're gonna sit there. But for real, I never been here when it was this hot.
Nah, yeah. That's a historic hot day. Like, it's 100 degrees.
Yeah, I ain't never been here like this.
What you been doing? Like, obviously you're on an album run and shit, but you be shopping, hanging around New York a lot?
I've been trying to stop at little stores while I'm doing stuff, but I do that another day before I leave.
No, that's chill. What's been the just like flow of things recently? Like, you've just been dropping a whole lot of music. Like, I'm not gonna lie, just looking at your recent catalog, I feel like not many people are working harder than you. Like, the amount of music videos you put out in the last year has been crazy. Like, project earlier this year, another project. What's kind of just been like your mentality the whole like past year or so?
Stay in their face as much as I can, because I wasn't dropping for a second. So now that I got the time or the let's say, okay, I couldn't drop for a second. Now I'm back dropping, so I'm gonna give them everything that I got. Yeah. Like, I can't run out.
For the newer fans that don't know, like, just like you've talked about, like, just starting making music from as early as 13 and really taking it serious at 15. So, like, just doing the math, it's really been like almost 15 years since you started making music.
I'm like an OG.
Yeah, like, where was that just like whole mission? Like, take me through the early days of like your music career and like to like where you feel like you are now.
It was fun. It was like, it's still fun, so let me say that. But it started off as just fun, as like something to do. Yeah. When I say it was fun, you feel me? So like, just getting off the block, everybody coming with you. It's 100 up in here. I'm not even the one rapping for real at first. Like, my cousin rap, and they taught me how to put 4 bars together, and ever since then, it was just like, all right, it's a go. You feel me? I know I can rap now. Then when my brother passed, it made like, all right, this gonna have to be my job, because this the one who throwing money in on the studio time. He waking me up like, no, we ain't going to the block. We going to the studio. You feel me? So I had to make sure I do. Like, I know I could do it. Like, I never thought I can get signed, but I knew I could make money off of it.
Yeah. Was the expectation of like getting signed early on just like always kind of like you feel like you had to get signed by like a Detroit artist? Was that a thing you even knew, anyone getting signed?
I never planned on getting signed. It was like I ain't saying like, I was just rapping like, you feel me? I was just living my life at the same time. I already had money, so it's just like, it's fun. I'm that guy already. This turning me up even more. Let me just continue to do it. I never thought like people from out of town to even see this. This was like some city things for me.
Yeah. So you moved out at like 14 and really just started doing your own thing.
For sure.
Like, you got your own apartment, own space, and was just like working out of it early?
15 exactly. 15 exactly. My girl had just graduated. I went to prom with her, but I had dropped out. I was in like 10th grade around that time. I had dropped out, and then it just went from there.
And you also were just like going to the studio at the same time as well. Like, was it hard to find time to go to the studio, or was
I wasn't even going to the studio as much. That's the funny part. Like, around when I moved out, I wasn't even going to the studio as much. Like, I had just a year prior, I had just dropped a song by myself for the first time. It was called Intro. I don't even know what it was the intro of. I just seen people dropping songs named Intro. I'm like, I'm about to drop me an intro, you feel me? But I take it as my introduction to my first song I ever dropped, you feel me?
What was the reception like to that song just immediately when you put it out?
Like, nothing. Like, dang, he finally made a song. Well, he finally made a song by itself, because at first I was just doing features because I could rap, but I never really wanted to do a song by myself because I wanted everybody on there so we could shoot the videos. That's what made it sweet back in the day. You feel what I'm saying?
That's so interesting, because I feel like the Detroit mentality is always kind of like, if you know someone in Detroit that could rap, let's just like make music together. Because the thing that's unique about Detroit right now is that there's just no like beefs or any like gang things going on in the rap movement that like starts to make people pop. Like, when you look at Chicago, New York, or any place like that, like a lot of things that really blow artists up are beefs,
Just when
diss
the
tracks and
bullshit
stuff
not
like that.
seen.
Yeah.
Like if it is going on, just don't let the world see it because it's making all of us look like we on some bullshit when we are not. Everybody's just trying to get some money. So
Yeah.
I feel like since everybody got on one accord on that part, we've been doing good.
When you were really early making music, was Detroit still like a melting pot of music? Like I feel like that was like still Team Eastside was a thing.
It was a dope boy Team Eastside thing, nothing else.
Yeah, that was
Pablo
it.
Skywalker had it. Cash Kid had just went crazy and dropped
Yeah.
that one song on my mama. The people I was about to name, that's Team Eastside no matter what. Band Gang. You had Band Gang at the time. So I say Band Gang. Group wise, Band Gang, Team Eastside. But Band Gang showed a lot of people in LOM at the same time. But Band Gang showed people like, all right, everybody. That's what made it fun. It was a bunch of 13s to 18-year-olds just rapping White Buff on True Religions.
Yeah.
That's what made everybody do it.
Yeah. Also, coming from the Motor City, was it like cars really a big thing as well? Like growing up around you?
Yeah, like
you
old
talk about
schools.
fashion and stuff like that. Like obviously, like sneakers, fashion,
I
like
don't
making
care-
sure you
I
was
don't care
fly
for
was a
cars.
thing. But it's the Motor City.
I don't care for cars. I'm like older. I'm like ride Benzes and like old schools and stuff. I ain't really got into it. I used to hate old schools because the speakers make my ears hurt when I was a kid. So I never got into it when I got older. But I love a Chevelle right now in the Grand National.
That's fire.
For sure.
What's like the main thing that when you started getting money that you wanted to start collecting, like that you always wanted when you
I
were
do
a
it
kid?
right now. Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones.
Air
Just
Force
got
Ones.
mad colorways.
Man, I
different
probably listen. I'm moving from a house to another house right now. We just transferred. Before I left, I transferred. I believe 200 or 150 pair, and I still had like 100.
How many pairs of just white Air Force Ones do you run through and like?
I don't know. You can't even count them. You can't even count
That's
them.
just like that's
they
just like
so
the
random.
fall. Like that's like
Yeah, it's random. I just landed last night with a pair. I put them on for an hour. They fucked up. I just left Foot Locker.
So you're one of those people that's like you wear them once and it's done for those ones.
Yeah.
That's chill. And you fuck with other colorways too? Like, are you
Yeah,
an
I
all
mess
black
with
guy?
any. No, I never in life had a pair of all black. And I got in like just Air Force Ones alone. I probably got like 97 pair. I never had a pair of all black ones though.
What about the Yachty ones? When they drop, you were like, I need them?
Got them on.
Yeah, of course.
You feel me? I got 5 pair of these.
I'd imagine. The new ones are fire too. I don't know if you saw, but he just recently rocked like an all black pair with like a purple on them.
Nope, I ain't even see
That
that.
shit is crazy. Do
I-
you keep
I
up with
love
like stuff
patent
like
leather.
that?
Yeah.
Are you like a big sneakerhead or is it really just forces that like
No.
is what you're wearing day to day?
I go for all forces, 07 premiums, 06, like stuff that I couldn't get back in the day. I go get it right now.
Fire. I want to continue to talk about like the Detroit music scene and like kind of getting outside of it. Was there other like cities and music that you were really listening to at the time that like make you found inspiration, or just like other things that were really popular that like you just listened to, or was it really all Detroit?
It's not all Detroit, but you got people like Young Boy at the time. Like
Yeah.
this is like I'm young too. I'm 27, so
Yeah.
the time we talk about of me coming up in the rap was I'm still 14, 15. I'm young and like I ain't go dumb. I'm gonna say dumb actually, but I'm just doing the stuff that a kid got to go through. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm listening to Young Boy. I'm listening to all music that get you hype.
That's lit. In terms of like early on rapping as well, the one thing that unanimously across areas and like other cities like LA, Miami, like people that just talk a lot different than anyone that's from like Detroit or that area, they find your guys' style of rap really hard to even like catch on to or like do themselves. Was it ever difficult for you to just like start making like quote unquote like Detroit rap music, or was the flow just naturally there?
I'm born and raised, so it's just like it's in me. Like it ain't Detroit. My music's just Detroit, no matter what how it sound or what I say on it.
What about like also merging the sound with Atlanta? Because obviously you work a lot with Detroit artists in general, but also like in the past like 3 or 4 years, the two cities that work the most together are honestly probably Detroit and Atlanta.
For sure.
What do you think is like the reason for that?
Detroit and Cali that's gonna always be a thing. They like our cousins, you feel me? Atlanta just started going because like people was able to venture off Ray. You got Ray who been with Future. You got T Grizzley who been with everybody. You got Dugg who been with 4PF. So it's like that they things made all these other things happen.
No, yeah, that's the craziest thing about Detroit. When you see people like I don't know, like Yachty making a Michigan tape or something like that.
Yeah, he
Do you
came
kinda
down for
see
like
it as-
3 months and stayed.
Yeah. Do you see it as like more of like other areas starting to like bite the Detroit sound, or are you like looking at it as like a positive thing?
He made everybody else comfortable with us. Cause he came down there. He didn't come out there and just like sit out there and just say he in Detroit and nobody see him. He came in the middle of the hood. People who walk out their house every day was seeing this man. He just at the stove. You feel what I'm saying? So he made other people comfortable. Like, oh, they ain't gonna do no bullshit to you if you go down there and hang with them. You feel what I'm saying? He stayed for months, and the people that like, I ain't gonna say that we wasn't like. I ain't saying we was like we wasn't nobody, but he even put people on a song that never had a song in their life on the song that he did. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
dope as
So
fuck.
that's what I mean. Like, he didn't discriminate no type of way. You from Detroit? Get on there.
No, that's lit. That's the other thing about like, cause I figured you would like move towards that answer just because like there was so many new Detroit artists on there. And like I said, like the amount of music that Detroit artists make with other Detroit artists is really crazy.
Flint also, because we
Yeah,
all
Flint as well.
one. We all one, but it's still separate cities. But Flint and Detroit.
Is there like anything going on behind the scenes or like major people connecting each other with everything? Or is it like the second you hear a cat's blowing up around your area, you're like, we gotta lock in and make music together?
Oh yeah, it's
like, is there
mandatory.
just
I
stuff
feel
that-
like the city help each other out no matter what. Like, if you coming up, the person that's with a big name from the city, he might not charge. He more than likely not gonna charge you for a feature. You feel what I'm saying? If you in that moment of coming up, lift him up. That's where it's been at for the last couple of years.
That's sick. One name you also mentioned that I want to bring up because like it's just like one of the biggest Detroit moments that I remember from the past 10 years was when Grizzley dropped First Day Out and then
sure.
From D to A. Do you
Open the
remember
doors.
that whole time and what it was like?
He opened the door up.
That was one of them songs that just like
Detroit, and then ever since that day, you can see new Detroit people.
literally. And like, did you know T before that? Was he someone that was known
No, I knew
in that whole
I knew
space?
T before he went to jail. Like, not like we was just the best of homies or nothing like that, but he had some friends that was my friends too. Long story short.
That's lit. Are you looking at other people that make music around you like this guy's got crazy hit power and like stuff like that, or like did that even surprise you when you saw a song go that viral?
Man, I
from your
remember it had
area?
20,000 views, and I told somebody like, man, this a hit. He about to get signed. Somebody like, no, it ain't got no hook, but I already knew like it was perfect.
Yeah, I remember when that shit came out. Like, we were still in high school. I was playing football, listening to that shit every day. Get hyped. One question we kind of just ask a lot of people about like when their career took off is just like, when was the moment where you started to realize you had motion?
I don't know. I had motions. I was a kid. I had motions. I was a kid. No hat. It depends on what's the definition of motion to
How do you define motion?
Motion is just being that nigga without jewelry on, without money. If you can still be you without money and everybody still love you, or you ain't, sometimes you can tell when somebody broke and when they got money. You should be the same person broke or if you got money.
Yeah.
You get them. That's motion to me. It ain't just about no hoes and none of that. Being a real person.
About your character.
Yeah, for real.
So it's like some shit you're like born with, or like just how you were raised,
Yeah,
how you
for
carry
real, for
yourself.
real.
What about just like with your career though? Like when you, I guess, started to realize that music was something you could really do professionally.
You know, back in the day when I started rapping, 10,000 views was a thing. That's like a million. That was like the old million back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got 10,000 views, you basically got a million. Once I got my first 10,000, everything after that went up. So I say my first 10,000 views.
I mean, what you're saying is not wrong though, because I feel like with anything you do, like you can grow exponentially. It's like once you get that first 10,000 to
just show
see
me
it.
I can do it. Once I see it, I'm gonna keep doing it. You can't run out of words. I can rap forever.
Yeah. I was like just looking at your IG. I fuck with your captions. It kind of reminds me of like the punchlines in your music.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you wrote one, you said, I got grown and found out some of my idols' bitches.
Yeah.
So like the question for that is like, what was the biggest misconception you had just about the industry and like what you thought like being a professional
I don't
rapper
know,
would
before
be
I
like?
got in the industry, I used to think some of these, well, let me not say y'all, some of these niggas were superheroes. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Then you come to meet him and be like, no, he's not even really like that. Like, he ain't from over there. He don't go through that, nothing like that. I just thought some people was going through the same. The people tell a good story of what we went through, but I just thought you went through it too, so we had something like similar, but I don't know.
That makes sense. In terms of like just other Detroit music artists, like who was really like, in terms of like the prominent names now, who's like the earliest connection that you had to someone that's more relevant now that other people would just like put
I
as
don't know.
like
I
a
knew
huge Detroit
everybody
artist?
since I was a kid. Like for real. Before I even start rapping or anything, I was been around people. I knew everybody since I was a kid, for real.
For people like just like Peezy and stuff like that, like how
I
early
knew
was
Peezy
that?
since I was like 12, 13. Before I made my first song, I knew Peezy, I knew Ray, I knew Snoop. I didn't know Payroll. I knew Kid. I don't know if Kid knew I knew him though. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I seen him so much as a kid in their neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew everybody. Tay B, my real brother. Skiller, my real brother. I knew
When you say
everybody.
real brother, like how far does that like relationship really go back? Like when y'all first met, was it just like instant is dope? Or
11.
And how old he would have been?
I think Tay 1 year older than me. He
Yeah,
would've
it's
been
a little
12.
bit older.
Yeah.
So it really is like when y'all make music together, is it really just like
It's
a
easy.
fun studio time?
It's easy and fun as hell and funny.
I was about to
You should
ask
come.
that because like
We should
Another-
vlog. I swear, if we vlog, we got some that's probably just hit. We just be in there saying, "Wow, wild ass shit."
I was gonna say that if y'all like be laughing hella in the studio too, especially
Yeah,
when
like
people
why is
have like
dog?
good bars.
Like why is dog spelled backwards? God. What? That's the type of questions we ask there, and everybody just be looking at us stupid, like damn. But that's when you hit that blunt, you just be high as hell, like damn.
In terms of like bars and stuff like that, because there's one thing, especially people like BabyTron and stuff like that. Like people will hear some BabyTron bars that you're just like, that's so hard, but it
BabyTron
also
say
makes
what he
you
want.
laugh. Like
Yeah,
it's just really funny.
he say what
Is
he
that
want.
the same in the studio?
Yeah, we enjoy it. Have fun. Don't take it like, I'm not saying don't take your job serious, but have fun at the same time. You gotta love it. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be in the studio looking to make a hit. You don't get to pick the hit. The world get to pick the hit.
That's a really good ideology on music. Would you like are doing features for people in Detroit and like vice versa? Is it like pull up to the studio, let's just make a couple tracks, see where it goes, and just try it, have it be as natural as possible?
Right, we in the club. What you on? Nothing. I'm about to go to the booth. I'm with you. I'm about to go with you. If it ain't nothing going on.
What's the interconnections? Is there a real group chat of Detroit rappers that's like what we doing? Or are you just like if
Hell
you see
nah.
somebody?
I might just wake up today like I might see what bro on. Really, just that simple. It ain't that big. Like if I don't see what you on, I'm more likely gonna bump into you tonight when we go to the club or something. We all going to the same place.
I respect it. I feel like it's just like, and Detroit really isn't like square mileage, like a really big area too, right?
Yeah, it's just East Side, West Side, Flint, Grand Rapids, Southfield. Area is small.
Is there any other just like things from Detroit that you feel like are misconceptions worldwide, or like
I know
things that
we
you don't
cool as
understand?
hell. We cool as hell. I feel like that shit changed over the years. I feel like everybody thought we just on some rowdy, dumb, like we'd rob you or something if you come down there. I feel like that's, I don't want to use the word blackball, but I feel like that's why we was in a situation of people not getting signed years ago back in the day because there was a lot of bullshit going on. You feel me? But I feel like that changed. Everybody from Detroit can play basketball. So don't run up on them playing games and talk like you can hoop. Everybody from there can really play basketball. So
When you like you nice
we need
ball?
to do city versus city.
Yo, it'd be crazy.
Little city versus city.
Oh
That'd be-
no, New York might have it, bro.
No,
I'm
I
like,
fuck
bro.
with New York though. Yo, I got some nice motherfuckers. Let me say that to y'all. I was gonna say that. I can't leave y'all got some nice people down here. But we gonna fuck y'all up.
The Knicks did beat the Pistons in the
Man,
playoffs.
y'all cheated. The ref came back and said that we got fouled. Y'all cheated. That's why we went with OKC. You feel me?
I'm not gonna lie though, I do fuck with Detroit as a city and the sports culture as well. Like you can't hate on the Pistons and you can't hate on the Lions either.
Yeah, and you
Is that
can't
football
hate
team?
on the Knicks.
It's true.
They work to get there. You feel me? I'm gonna hate on them though. Like I was saying, y'all can't. Y'all from here. I can hate on them. Y'all put us out. Y'all got us fucked up. You feel me?
Haven't you've also been like on like Pistons games and them having you out and shit like that. Like what is that like when your city really comes full circle and you're like at a Detroit Pistons game?
We couldn't wait. We don't even care if we didn't make it to the next round or whatever. We couldn't wait for that moment. Little Caesar, see, you got to know, Little Caesar Arena is like literally in the middle of the city. So every hood, everywhere can come right here. You feel what I'm saying? Back in the day, it used to be in Auburn Hills, people really couldn't go out there. That's the suburbs. You go out there, you getting flicked, going to jail. They put it to where all us can go now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you remember what it was like in the early 2000s when y'all
I
actually
went to
won
shots
a chip?
games. I went to all the games. I used to be around all NBA players. Derrick Coleman is like really a father figure. You feel what I'm saying? I met Allen Iverson, Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups, the whole Pistons, the whole Shocks. I met Allen Iverson a million times when he played for Detroit.
You fuck with the new school like Kate Cunningham though? He tough?
Hell yeah. I ain't never met him though, but fire.
I seen him one time. He was on my plane when I was going to Detroit for some other like job shit, and he was flying first class. And
Yeah,
I
he
was
changed
like,
that shit around. You see where he got us when he came back.
Nah, for real. He did change y'all to like a low seed in the
If
East.
y'all trade him, I swear to God, I'm fighting whoever trade him. Do not trade him. We keeping Kate.
What's one player in the NBA that you would love to see just have a Pistons jersey for you?
One play. Oh, Shea. For sure.
He would deadass light up Detroit though. There would
And
never
that's
be
just right now. KD is like one of my favorite players. You feel what I'm saying?
KD's also my favorite player.
So yeah, so that's just right now. I'm just let that be known. You see
Yeah.
KD name on there, it's Easy Money Sniper. You see my shit, Easy Money Gang. You feel me? He wanna fuck with us. Tell him call me.
Yeah, so we cooked up just like a fun segment. We gonna call it Money or Not. Basically, it's I'm gonna say a concept or like a type of person. You tell me if it got your approval or not.
All right.
Money or not. First thing we got. Shorty who braids hair out of her mom's kitchen.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Not even money or not. Like, is it like a hustle or not? Like, do you respect the hustle or
Hell
not? That's what we're
yeah.
gonna go for.
That's where I come from. I wasn't braiding hair, but shit, my family in there braid hair. It's a daycare in the front room. Uncle them serving out the front door. You feel me? Hell
Yeah, I think they got like a
respect the hustle.
massage and like a nail tech place downstairs here too.
You
Like,
feel what I'm saying?
what about a kid who runs a burner page that's posting your leaks?
My leak songs?
Your leak songs.
Not approved.
Not approved?
No, hell no.
But you do respect the hustle though?
Hell no, I respect this hustle. Chill out. Don't do that.
All right, what about TikTokers?
What, leaking?
No, not leaking, just like people who do TikTok like as their main shit.
Approved. Yeah, go get y'all money.
Podcasters?
Approved.
TikTokers trying to be podcasters?
Approved.
That's good. We need that.
We got to start somewhere.
Someone who drops a new mixtape every month but has no visuals.
Not approved. That the visuals get you right. You feel me? That's the extra money. You need to show people what you're talking about. You feel me? Let them in your life a little bit.
Work smarter, not harder.
Hell yeah.
What about a manager who wears more jewelry than the artist?
Not approved. Take that shit off. If the artist don't got on no jewelry, take that shit off. Give it to the artist.
That's your job, yeah. You
You
help
heard
get
what
their
I'm saying?
image
All
right.
that trying to look better than the artist is not cool at all.
What about an A&R who doesn't do artist development?
I don't know. Some people been A&R so long they tired of developing people. Approved. I don't know.
Approved? As long as they, like, for them, like,
and
as long
not
as they get in the bag.
Approved or not approved? I don't know the answer to that one right there.
All right. A guy who only comes to the studio to take IG pics.
Not approved.
Not approved. There's no dead weight in your studio.
No, it's not even that. I hate when people. So I am one of them people who stop the song if I don't know if I like the bar like for sure. I'm gonna stop and ask everybody in here how they feel about it because I represent all of us. So when I say some bullshit, know that they gonna think y'all said some bullshit too. So
Yeah.
tell me if you like it or not. So
like you just can't have yes men. basically,
yeah, no
is what
yes
you're
man
saying.
at
Yeah,
all. Not
for
at
sure.
all.
And then I feel like the fit part of it too is just like that's a little clout chasing with it. A girl who gets flown out just to steal from the Airbnb.
Oh, not approved.
But do you respect it though?
Hell
like
no.
just from her getting
No,
nah.
go home.
All right, last one. We got turkey, bacon, chopped cheese on a waffle with hash browns.
Approved.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's approved.
Yes, baby, money man. Help you today. All right, let me get a chopped cheese on cinnamon bun and ice way, my boy. Sure.
You had that.
With cinnamon bun.
The
waffle.
Aki way.
The cinnamon bun. Too, I mixed the cinnamon bun in a waffle mix and made it a cinnamon bun waffle. The Aki way.
Did you eat that all right there?
Hell no, I ate it. I ate I think half of it because the other half when I was cutting it, some of the paper got in the mix. So I only could eat half of it.
Nah, that was a crazy order, but I respect it. I wanted to try that shit for
Your
sure.
stomach had to
I'm
be
pretty
on
sure
some
that
shit.
deli is near here too.
That is we
Like it's like
Yeah, it's somewhere over here. It do be having a lot of after the TikTok clout, a lot of people really started going crazy, and the prices definitely went up. That's one of the most expensive dogs.
Oh shit.
I definitely want to start to get to talk about the new album though. 2 lead singles already came out, both going crazy. My favorite one is the one with GT.
Yeah,
like,
again.
yeah. How does that one kind of come about? And it's like I feel like honestly, like that was one person that a lot
If you
of
go
people,
back, he on every tape. GTA
Yeah, no.
ain't mixed one of my tapes yet.
But I was gonna say like that's one person I feel like that's been consistently in there that like still has a potential to be like a really really big
And
artist.
that's big bro.
from the
He
area.
helped everybody. He helped everybody and still do his own shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
When did you and GT like really, or like when did you like just first?
I met GT when I was like 11, 12. One of them.
And he was making music at the time.
Hell yeah, he was big as hell. I forgot to say G name, man. That's my nigga too. Like, that's my guy. Like, I call G right now and make him come up to the studio if I don't know what I'm about to say on this song. That's my brother.
Nice. And then other features coming, Skilla Baby, Rio to Young OG, like just keeping it really Michigan with those ones as well.
What, Skilla is like my real brother. Skilla, that song not on there no more though.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, that song not on there. We putting that on a whole nother tape.
Really?
Yeah.
What's kind of the mentality there? And also, is there any other songs like that you're happy like made the cut, vice versa?
I like that every song made the cut because I picked them. You feel what I'm saying? These are songs that I wanted to come out.
fire.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? I love that me and Rio coming out. This like the second song that we. Oh no, but we just dropped Bragging Rights, so that'll make it like 3 songs now. But
Nice. In terms of like just like the whole idea for the album, what did you want people to get out of it? Like I think the less is more thing is like really apparent like when you see the title.
Less is more come from less is more, nigga. It's plenty of it's Jay-Z. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the sense of like less, like I said this in my trailer also too, less people who's not for you, more people who for you. Like put it in your own terms in any type of way. But I'm taking it as like, it been so many people in my life that shouldn't have been there. You feel what I'm saying? It should have been less people. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I'm saying it.
That's fire. In terms of like, since you like selectively picked every song that's going on this project, who is it really for?
The streets, motivational purposes.
You feel like that's like mostly who you make music for?
No, I want to motivate everybody, not just to know hood shit. When I learn how to sing and like when I get on my ride wave shit and have y'all crying, y'all gonna be y'all. Don't be DMing me, you feel me? But I want to make music for everybody, you feel me? It's not just I just feel free right now, so I want to give them like the shit that I feel. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was in that mode of sitting there like I gotta make a hit, and that shit had your mind everywhere. You feel me? Yeah. So I want to give them how I feel.
That's dope. How long is that process really like in terms of like putting an album together and selectively making all of those songs? Like how far back does the music on this project go?
It goes, I think the first song like 6 months at the most. I go to the studio every day.
That's dope though, honestly. Like I feel like some people, especially like artists that are really big, will put songs from their shit. Like if it's dropping in 2025, like it's a song that it might have been like made in like 2023.
2020. I was just about to say 2023 for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's why I was happy that I was able to like control it because I don't want to go back. Because everything like every year music change, every day music change for one. Let's say it like that. And you don't be in that same space as if it's 2 years ago. Then when you drop the song, now everybody like, I want you to rap like this, but I ain't even that same person no more. You feel me? I ain't even going through what I was going through no more when you telling me to rap about.
Nah, facts. I feel like that's why it's important to like start projects and finish them. Yeah. Not even in music, like even with shit that we make. If I hold on to a video mad long or a video idea and never make it, then come back to it in like a few months, it's like I don't even want to make this.
Yeah, because it ain't the same no more. Yeah. You ain't in that mood no more.
In terms of like just like your rise and continuing to just get bigger, like when you see people like Dugg just make and have hits with like Future, Lil Baby and stuff like that, is that something like that are big goals for you in the future to like also collaborate and make those?
Hell yeah, I want a song with Anthony Hamilton. I want a song with Ride Wave, Moneybagg Yo, Lil Baby, Future, everybody.
Nah, that's just like what gets me excited when I listen to artists like you that collaborate with like people around you, and then it's like for those people to make music with other people's favorite artists, like not just like for me and what I want, but that's like really what the people want to hear as well,
Hell
to
yeah.
see like the type of music that can come from two different experiences, like someone growing up in Detroit and someone growing up in a different place.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Bring
in
two
terms of
stories
like
together.
shows and stuff like that, have you done any major festivals or anything? Is
Nope,
that
I
something
never
you're
did.
excited to do?
Oh no, I did Rolling Loud, but Skiller brought me out for Rolling
Yeah.
Loud. So I did Rolling Loud. I want to do everything, bro. I love working. Like I love working, just staying in the mix. That was the reason I wanted to be signed when I did sign. Like I wanted to be busy.
Yeah.
Like that's the main thing. Keep me busy because I don't want to just sit on the block. I did that shit for a long time already.
Yeah.
That shit
When you
old.
signed QC, were you just like, nah, like this is my job, like completely locked in now and just like
I was already locked in before that because I already had I had my
Yeah.
Montclair Bubble song, so I was already
Facts.
just moving around. That's how I just ended up here. But Empire, dropping less is more, all our shit. We about to make history.
go crazy. Anything else you want to just say to the youth out here? That's kind of how we end every podcast. It's just like, what's
I'ma
your
always
message to the
say
youth?
what I always say. You feel what I'm saying? Never give up. Never let nobody tell you to quit. I remember people used to tell me like, go get a job, and I told somebody like, man, I'm a rapper. I'm a rap. What you gonna do when I rap? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I knew, just had the confidence and know that this what I'm gonna do no matter how long it take. Don't give up on this shit. Everything is possible.
No, yeah, that's great advice. I feel like you should just stand on business. If you feel like that's what you are, you got to completely own
It's
it.
gonna happen if you keep doing it.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like there's only people in the world that got what they want, and then everybody else quit on what they wanted.
Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate
your
y'all
time.
having me.
Man, you Ashton on the phone.
Yeah, we ain't
Should have told
asking
me
on
I
the
could have got
couch.
one right there, bro.
Free big brother slim. 2019 got cold at the gym. New bitch, she don't got no man. She know I been drinking, come fuck with the scammers. 10 Allen, how I walk with the